Welcome again to another lesson from chapter 2 of the book Introduction to Standard Arabic. In this, we will be covering pages 22 and 23. In this video, I am going to concentrate on the vowels and the types of vowels in the Arabic language. As we said in a previous video, that the Arabic has only 3 sounds of a vowel. It has the oo sound, as in boot, root. It has the a sound, the a sound, as in cat and hat. And it has the e sound, as in seen or mean. Arabic, however, does distinguish between a short sounding vowel and a long sounding vowel. So, I want you to take a look at the two examples that I present to you here. Take the English word man, and the plural of it, men. You know a vowel is a long vowel if you can stretch it. You can actually say man, hey man, you can stretch it. Short vowels cannot be stretched. You cannot say hey man, it loses the meaning. It's hey men, okay? Read and read. You say I read a book. Try to make that sound long and it becomes a different word. So Arabs are very, I want to say, stingy with their vowels. They will only spend vowels on words that have long sounds. If the word has a short sound, they substitute the vowel with a inflection mark. I will always struggle with that word. So let's see how that looks. So you will find on page 22 the following example. And these are all English examples, but it helps your mind understand it. The word coot and cot. The word meet and met. The word read and read. And the short vowel words are unstretchable. You cannot stretch the vowel sound. When you're singing, these are not words that you can actually stretch when you're singing. So let's look at the next slide. In this slide, I am introducing to you, which is on page 23, I am introducing to you the inflection mark of the vowel sounds. So how does this work? A long sounding vowel, like the oo, will be written with the letter wa. However, if I'm going to use a short vowel, an u sound, I just put this little wow looking sign on top of the letter. So the word, for example, let's look at the 3 examples. A short one will be two, like you would say, I like to eat. It's not to eat, I like to eat. A long sound, oo sound, will be like two. So I'm actually spending money on a real vowel to make the sound long, like toot, toot. And we will talk about tanween in another video later on. So the oo sound becomes an u, the a sound becomes an a. For example, ta, as in tatters. You don't say tatters, you say tatters. A long ta, where we spend an actual complete vowel, will be like table. You don't say tibble, you say table. And finally, the E sound. The E sound, when it is a short vowel, is just that little stick under the letter. Okay, so it becomes, for the short, becomes a T, ticket, ticket, short. You don't say I have a ticket, you say I have a ticket. If you want to make a long sound with the E, where you're going to spend a complete vowel, it all becomes like T. T. There's a long sound coming out. So the three vowels are still the same three vowels. They still sound the same, except, as we said, the Arabs are careful. They will only spend a real vowel on a long sound, and if it's a short sound, they replace it with a mark, and those marks go above, as in, let me get another color. They go above, as in the U and the A, and they go below, as in the case of the E. And that's it for the long and short vowels. There are two other marks that are of importance. One of them we call shadda. Shadda. It's a stress mark. It's a mark that will allow you to pronounce the letter twice. It doubles the sound of the letter. And when we say double, that means you're pronouncing the sound twice. The first time you pronounce it, it will be you pronounce it without a vowel. It's a silent pronunciation. And the second time you pronounce it that's when you make the sound. A good example in English is the word canon. Canon. It's C-A-N, can, silent N, can, and then a moving N, nun, canon, canon. So you pronounce it the first time silently, you pronounce it the second time with the vowel that comes after it. A typical word in Arabic will be the word nazzala. So you see that stretch mark, the shadda, the stressing mark on the z sound. So it's written like this. It's pronounced nazzala, which is pronounced as if it was written nazzala. The first pronunciation is silent, the second pronunciation has the sound. And finally, we have what we call the sukun, the silent pronunciation of a letter. It's a letter that you pronounce, but you do not pronounce it with an a, u, or e. There is sa, su, si. Those are the letter S with a vowel after it, but we can just say s. It's not a sa, it's not a si, it's not a su. I'll give you an example. In English, you say sound. It's not sound d. It's not sound do. It's not sound da. It's just sound. The D just becomes a silent letter D. And that's what the little circle above the letter does, like in this word masjid. Mas, this is a ma, this is a silent, and this is an E. Masjid. Masjid.